Electrical engineering is full of lies. The more I learned, the more I realized engineering is about lying your way to a desired outcome. For example, people like to say something is analog or digital, digital being something that relies on binary, and analog is a system that doesn't rely on any single state but allows for a continuous range of states. Because you can look at a transistor as only having two options, on or off. This is often seen as a voltage level of high or low. What makes this confusing is that there's no such thing as a perfect digital system. Calling a microcontroller a form of digital electronics just makes it easier to digest. But later on, when you gain a greater understanding of its components, you start to realize every real piece of digital electronics is analog. I'm in no way trying to say that these kinds of lies are bad for engineering. They make it much easier to consume. However, they reach a point where you can start to say things like diodes are a one-way valve, resistors are a pipe, transistors are a switch. I believe that some comparisons are worse than taking the few extra moments it takes to grasp a new concept. Of course, electrons act like water. They both are kind of like particles in an enclosed space. But it would have been nicer to be taught what actually happens on a smaller scale and not have it dumbed down too much. Overall, I believe there's a line between a good comparison and an engineering lie.